Good evening, everyone. My name is Robert Fry. I'm a lead forecaster here at the National Weather Service office in New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I will be doing this special Mardi Gras weather briefing for today, Sunday, March 2nd, 2025. So let's get started. So I wish I had better news for you folks, but it does look like weather is going to be a factor for our Mardi Gras. Right now, we're looking at a slight to enhanced risk of severe weather on Mardi Gras Day. Timing and location of greatest concern is becoming a little more clear now as we're getting closer to the event. Outside of the severe weather potential, there will also be strong wind potential out there. So we're looking at maybe 40 to 45 mile per hour wind gusts at times, maybe even higher than that coming up during the day on Tuesday. Taking a look at our severe weather threat levels, as you can see from the highest to lowest here, damaging winds and tornadoes are in the enhanced area. We'll talk more about that in just a second. In terms of slight, we've got the hail potential and then a very marginal potential for flash flooding. Again, we're going to get into this and more in the upcoming slides. Overall confidence level is right around an 8 out of 10. All right, so again, severe weather outlook. If you notice around the city, New Orleans here, we have a slight risk of severe weather. Up toward Baton Rouge, points north of I-10-12 there, we do have an enhanced risk for severe weather coming up on Tuesday. So that being said, I don't want you to focus on one category and assume that just because you're not in the enhanced area that you're not at threat. You're not at risk, rather. There is a threat there. Regardless, wherever you are in our forecast area, whether it be the Mississippi Gulf Coast or down in lower Terrebonne, you're going to be at risk for severe weather coming up on Tuesday. And in fact, over the last 24 hours, this threat has actually dropped a little bit south. So we'll continue to monitor that in the next day or so. Again, taking a look more specifically at probabilities. In the yellow area, 15 to 25, I'm sorry, 15 to 29% chance of experiencing severe weather, any type of severe weather within 25 miles of a point. And there to the north, as you can see, really highlighted along I-10-12, basically from Baton Rouge to Hammond north, including southwest Mississippi, the Macomb area. That area is, you see the hatching there, the black hatching marks. That's indication of potentially significant severe weather. So let's talk about timing. It does look like the dividing line right now is in this timing would be west of I-55 and east of I-55. So in the darker gray, we're looking at noon to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Again, a few storms, early on move across the Atchafalaya and then into the Baton Rouge area first. And then further east from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., again, we're getting after dark here. Broken line of strong to severe thunderstorms will likely be ongoing as it continues east. So again, in the area labeled as 1, the darker area, we're looking from around noon to 6 p.m. And then in the lighter gray area, the number 2 delineation here, we're looking at 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. The good news is it's going to be a pretty quick event. It's going to move past our area fairly rapidly, but again, it's going to move through and there's going to be that risk. So as I mentioned, outside of severe, very strong winds are expected on Mardi Gras Day everywhere in our forecast area, whether it be from Pascagoula all the way over to Baton Rouge, Macomb, all the way down to Homa. We are all under a high wind watch for Tuesday. So what does this mean? Sustained winds 25 to 40 miles per hour with gusts up to 60 miles per hour. Not out of the question, especially where we have this purple area, a higher confidence area. This is where you're more likely to see those gusts to 50 to 60 miles per hour from time to time. So, and of course, winds that strong easily could, it could remove your trash can. It can, cause a lot of things outside, like your lawn furniture or any type of Mardi Gras decorations you have. Those things may blow around in these types of conditions. So impacts on safety, we're looking at, secure your loose items outside and be cautious if you're traveling, especially on those east to west highways out there. So finally, excessive rainfall. I did mention a marginal potential for flash flooding. Overall, it's not going to be a widespread flash flooding event for our area, just by virtue of the fact that it's going to be moving pretty quickly through the area. So the fact that it is moving rather rapidly and it's not going to be a prolonged event in terms of heavy rainfall, we're only looking at that marginal potential. So minor localized flooding may be possible in those, those flood-prone areas, those lower lying areas that we all are familiar with here in South Mississippi and Southeast Louisiana. So again, our impacts to finalize here. Reminder, slight to enhanced risk. Again, just because you're not in the enhanced risk, let's not, focus on, if you're in the slight or enhanced. It's the fact that everyone in our forecast will be at risk for severe weather on Mardi Gras Day. So everyone needs to be paying attention, have multiple ways of receiving your warnings, and also, dust off that safety plan. Everyone has one. You know what to do when storms arrive. Be ready to act on the day on Tuesday during especially the afternoon and into the early evening hours. Again, timing and location of greatest concern becoming a little more clear now, and we'll continue to monitor, especially as overall the trends have been a little bit further south with that enhanced risk over the last 24 hours or so. And finally, again, I can't stress this enough, strong winds outside of thunderstorms. It's going to be a very windy day on Tuesday. So, just expect that. Winds 40 to 45 miles per hour. Isolated higher gusts are going to be likely. We may have some places reach 50, and it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility to even have 60 mile per hour winds, again, in those highlighted areas that we've shown in the previous slide. All right, folks, everyone have an amazing Mardi Gras. Stay safe, stay happy. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticisms, be sure to reach out to us on social medias. We'll be happy to fill those. Otherwise, have a great one.